Hey there, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moon Directed. Here we work with energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. Today we're going to take a look at what is going on for the mid-month of Aries seasons for you. So that is going to be April 6th through the 18th, and then we're moving on into Taurus season on the 19th. So let's see what's going on here. We're going to cover the new moon. As a bonus to this, I did not have a chance to get out the weekly because I got the COVID vaccine over the weekend and my body was like, oh, we remember this. Even though it's not a live virus, it recognized the coding and it attacked me. So I'm going to just give you a little update on the rest of the week here. I am recording this on Wednesday the 7th, so on the 8th, the moon will be in Pisces. It is a great day to wrap stuff up. If you've got big projects, finish them off when you're watching this video, because Friday the energy kind of shifts. It becomes a little more lackadaisical going into the weekend. On Saturday morning at 2:11 in the morning, the moon is going to move into Aries, and that's where we will find our new moon on Sunday. The moon in Aries over the weekend has some really nice, sweet, romantic energy to it. So it's a good time to do a little dreaming, put it on paper. It's a great way to set yourself up for your new moon and intentions, and don't forget to do the gratitude list. All right, overall energy for the next 2 weeks, you have the moose, and the moose, I don't know if you can see, he's got these two little bluebirds of happiness hanging out on his antlers. They're talking back and forth. This is spirit whispering to you about you finding your own happiness and finding your own balance. Those antlers are definitely antennas receiving information and guidance from spirit. So this is titled balance. So finding your balance, listening to spirit, and finding the joy and the happiness within is your mission for the next 2 weeks. And fortunately for you, we got a good hand with the astrology to get there. So let's go ahead and get into the cards. Alrighty, here we go. So if you've never been here before, welcome. I do with like I'm dyslexic. Okay, I would really appreciate it if you would do as everybody on YouTube is asking these days, because they've changed the analytics so much. You've got to hit the thumbs up to help any channel that you watch. So if you could hit the thumbs up as soon as you watch any video for anybody, it really helps them out. And if you could leave me a comment, that is even more beneficial. But mostly I like the comments because I like the interaction and I like the connectiveness, and you're more likely with any reader that you watch, me or anybody, to get a reading that resonates more the more connections you make energetically. So leaving a comment, even if it's only emoji, is very helpful. So past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions, the key to the situation. Look, you have new beginnings. So this is the bluebird, the robin sitting on a nest with that blue again. That blue, it's the same color basically as these little bluebirds here, right? This is that turquoise is there's always more than enough and there's more on the way kind of energy. And so you have 4 beginnings. That's stability. It's springtime. There's new opportunities. It does not say beginning. It says beginnings with an S. So I see the 4 little eggs in the nest. The nest also has to do with feeling comfortable in your heart space, that you are where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to do. It's finding home within yourself, knowing that you are on the right track, and that you have opportunities, 4 of them at least, right? Opportunities to really get things done. And I just heard the early bird gets the worm, so don't forget that it is important that you put some effort, even if it's just writing down what it is that you want for these new opportunities to be. That at least is a step in letting the universe and yourself, your higher self, know which direction that it is that you want to move in. So you've been having some doubts in the area of where you've been seeking more knowledge. It's like, what do I believe? What do I believe about me? What do I believe about these situations? And seeking the guidance through your intuition, because we have, that big old unicorn horn there, seeking the guidance. And if you could see at the end, it's all lit up. It is receiving information. You are receiving information all over from spirit. So tap in and listen through the heart space. That is where you will thinking, okay, well, you're a water sign, so you probably understand this more than other signs, that it is through the heart space that you get the best information. When you follow your heart, you are always on target, right? When you listen to the analytics and other people's opinions, it can throw you off guard. So stay in the heart space. So you're in the middle of some kind of a transition where you are becoming more independent, where you are staking your claim. This is where I belong. I don't need to follow these dictates. I don't need to follow these rules. This is who I am. This is being very comfortable. Look how very comfortable he is sitting there on the fence, though. Oh wow, okay. So I've not noticed this before. I've seen this card several times. It keeps showing up, so it seems to be a theme because it is Aries season, so that makes sense. But this big old tree here, that is ancient wisdom at your back. That is ancient wisdom at your back. And all those leaves, those look like opportunities that are going to bloom. So there is a need to really decide what is important to you, independent of what other people think. What is it that you want? What is it that you want? And then get out there and strut your stuff. This is excellent. You've got the peacock in the future in the area of abundance. And so this could be bringing in financial abundance to you. Obviously, that would be something, but we're moving into, this is your work-life balance. Aries season is, so no wonder we have balance showing up here. There's an opportunity, though, to expand in any direction you want, and all eyes will be on you. As the sun continues to move, we move up out of the lower half of the zodiac signs, right? For Scorpio, as you're coming up over the horizon now, you become more and more public. And so more and more eyes will be on you. Strut your stuff. Be confident in what it is that you want and what it is that you are requesting, and what it is that the steps that you take. Just stride confidently out into the world and you will attract, okay? Right? So the peacock attracts by, fluffing all up and showing off all those feathers, right? All the little peahens go, ooh, look at that guy over there, right? So you will attract to you what it is that you want, what it is that you need. You don't need to be chasing so hard, but you do need to put out the signals, hey, I'm interested. Right? I'm interested in that job. So you put in the application. Something's coming up at work. You say, hey, I'm qualified for that job. I'd like to apply for that. Or something's come, or there's somebody you're interested in. Give them a call. You have to announce your interest in order to attract. Okay. Here we go. In the recent past, you've had a lot of anxieties and doubts about the speed of a process. We got these two little slugs hanging out. They're snails or slugs. I guess they're snails, hanging out in a tulip. And frankly, in my garden, I don't want to see that. But it was a time to slow down. But it's in the house of anxiety, and so I think either you couldn't slow down, or you weren't sure if you should slow down, or there was so much going on and you wished you could slow down. And so there was that's a interesting placement for that. Whoa. Okay, so next, when we move into Taurus season, Scorpio, that is your house of partnership, and in your art space, you've got partners. So there is an opportunity on the way. You're going to have to make yourself known, though, to attract in what it is that you want. Now, again, this could be business, because 7th house is about partnership, and that is not necessarily romantic, right? So it could be you are attracting in the right business partner for these opportunities, these new beginnings that really stimulate your heart, that you feel passionate about. So there is a passionate opportunity coming in a really good partnership coming for you, business or personal. In the recent past, in the area of the mountain, the obstacle, you had the B, get busy. So I feel like you've been struggling to get things moving. Like, when is the right time? I feel like it feels like timing. I don't know when am I supposed to start? When how do I bring about these new beginnings? Maybe you've been unable to pursue a job because you had to finish something up, or maybe you are unable to pursue a partnership because you are in another one, or they're in another one, or maybe or maybe you're looking to move. Excuse me, maybe you're looking to move, but the market hasn't been really, I mean, if you're trying to buy something in the, what is it, the 150 to 250, $100,000 range here in the United States, you better get it the day it goes on the market because it's gone. Okay, your advice right now, the action to take though, is silence. So this is an opportunity to sit on the nest, to think about what it is that you really want, to incubate your thoughts and your dreams, or write them down, maintaining or developing or creating your own sense of independence and self-worth and self-value, and hold your horses for another couple weeks here, right? And the outcome is let it roar. It says be strong, but that is opening up and speaking out into the world what it is that you want. So I think that when you get to Taurus season and you come up over the horizon of your zodiac chart, then you will be like, okay, now I'm ready to go. So, take this time to really think about what it is that you want, value your introspection, listen to your heart. It's where all the information and guidance is coming from, and focus on what it is that you want. Clarify. Thank you. Clarify what it is that you want. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the new moon. It is happening at 22 degrees of Aries at 10:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. on Sunday the 11th. This is a beautifully aspected new moon. It is it is conjunct with Venus that is sextiling Jupiter. So this is drawing in and attracting in the ability to expand the things that are of value. Venus is about love. Venus is about finances. Venus is about value. Things in your life that you truly value. And so this is a very, very powerful energy. Venus and Venus and the new moon, so that'd be the sun and the moon both at that time, are going to be squaring Pluto, that rules your sign, but it's in Capricorn. So that is tension. That is transforming. There's going to be a strong desire to move in a new direction, right? It's the right angle turn, a new direction toward what these new beginnings are that will bring into your life the things that you want to expand that are of value to you. So it's really going to be the clarity that you need. That's what the silence is about. It's taking the time to integrate the light and the dark, the shadow and the light in your life, to know who you are, to be comfortable with who you are. Oh my God, one of my guys just said, don't be afraid to put up a little stink if people don't give you space. There you go. All right, that's funny. I have not heard that one. Skunk showed up before, but that's funny. Okay, so there you go. Don't be afraid to put up a little stink if people aren't giving you the space you need right now to figure out what it is that you truly want and desire. And then I think once you do, Scorpio, nobody gets more focused than you do, and you'll know which direction to go, and you will step into your power, your strength, and be able to go for it. All right, so new moon cards. You have prosperity, Lakshmi, always beautiful. You have, Baba Yaga, the authenticity. This is the clarity. This is the knowing what it is that will make you feel like you are prosperous. For some people, that is financial. For other people, it's where they live. It's how they live. It's maybe COVID has taught you that I don't want to work 24, hours a day, or I would like this commuting from home thing. Like, working from home, it's a big commute to get up and walk from the kitchen to my office, right? So kind of taking a look at what is authentically you. What do you need to release and let go of? What do you need to let dissolve and fall away so you can have these new beginnings? What is the goal here? But whatever it is, believe in yourself. This might be about self-belief. Believe that you have the right to be who you are and go for what it is that you want, to really, be comfortable in who you are, because we have the universe. We are all just stardust. So, in other words, there's no limitation on what it is that you want. Wow. Okay, so your doorway card, look at that. That's beautiful. It looks like Italian archway, and that because that looks like an olive tree out there in the distance. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. It says, "Do not begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now, here." So, first steps, new beginnings. Write them down. Write them down, put them on paper, fix them into your heart space, and know that this is what you want. It is what you deserve. It is, as long as you are being authentically who you are, you will attract in the right partnership, business or personal, and stand in your superpower and your strength. The sun is going to be rising on you. All right, let's take a look at what your affirmator is for the week or the month. Or I should say for the next 2 weeks. Wow. First reading of the day. I'm not awake. Okay, let's see here. All right. Well, prosperity came up, and now you have abundance. Oh, these are really lovely. Okay. Abundance says, congratulations. It seems you're due for a infinitely big piece of abundance pie. Feel like you don't deserve it? Knock it off. It is already plated and ready to hit your table. Reluctant to take it? Shut your pie hole. Abundance pie is big enough to serve everyone. So get your whipped cream ready, unless you're lactose intolerant, and enjoy your well-deserved metaphorical dessert. So you have abundance on the way, and then you have two very interesting cards. Let's see if you can see those a little bit. Okay, we have the snake of transformation, which always makes me kind of think of a Scorpio, offering a bouquet to a little rat, which they usually eat for dinner. The story of my life. And your life is what you decide it is. I had a conversation this week with one of my children, and I was a little stunned by the story that my son tells himself about his story. You get to pick what it is that you want for your life. Okay, as I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It is ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn the Pulitzer Prize for the best inner monologue. So, that goes so well with this everyone's a teacher card. This is Earth School. And we come here to learn and to teach. We are both. And we attract energies in at certain spaces in our lives where we need to learn something, or sometimes somebody needs to learn from us. Usually I think it goes both ways, not necessarily, but generally speaking. And so when you come out of a hard time, and because I see this need for independence and this need for silence and integration and accepting of who you are and being willing to be authentically who you are, even if it is not the most beautiful thing in the world in your eyes, it is the most beautiful thing in the world to the divine. When the divine looks at us, all they see is stardust. Literally, where's that stardust card? All they see. Channeled message after channeled message after channeled message, not just for me, but for ones that I hear from other channelers, is that when the beings see us, all they see is the light. They see us as like constellations of light. They don't really see our physical body that we see here in this plane. They don't see that. They see the light and how lit up we are and where we lit up and what's lit up. And so we're just beings of light. We're just stardust, right? And when you can look at yourself that way, the way that the divine looks at you, we make these soul contracts with our soul families, and we come in here and we agree to do these hard things. I have had some amazing teachers, and and my son was one of them. But you look past that and you say to yourself, okay, that was the lesson. That's not the person. It's not the soul. And the soul is beautiful. And the soul was gracious and generous enough to sign up for whatever. And so offering forgiveness, offering true forgiveness in the heart space, and just an awareness. And that does not mean that you need to continue to have interaction with the physical person here on this earth plane at this time, because that doesn't maybe serve. But in your heart, you go, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming and sharing and being that lesson for me. And it contributes to our soul growth. So it says everyone's a teacher. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in the moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. Guilty. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part and making me a better person. And so, you know, there's been times when you've probably been the a-hole, right? I know I have. That's how it goes sometimes. So, forgive yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. Forgive others. Be compassionate for them. And understand we are really just all stardust, and we are all just here in school, and we're all just playing roles. And we all really are just stardust and love. And so when you strip away everything, you know, and you say, okay, that looks scary. When you accept the shadow and the light of who you are, that's when you start to prosper. That's when things start coming in. That's when you get your new beginning. That's when you attract in what it is that you truly want. So give yourself a break. Give the people in your lives a break. We're all just doing the best we can. Okay? You guys take really good care of yourselves. I'll see you back here next week. And, yeah. Love all the parts of yourself. And take the space and the time that you need to find your balance. All right? You take care.